This video is brought to you by AccraGhana.com, a website and project dedicated to the vibrant capital city of Ghana, Greater Accra, located on the west coast of Africa at the Gulf of Guinea.
Accra's empty mansions, concrete castles built for ghosts. Accra is choking on overcrowded slums, rising rents, and endless traffic. But take a short drive into Airport Hills or East Legon, and you'll find an eerie silence. Rows of glittering mansions with marble driveways and electric gates, but no cars, no children, no wake sellers hustling at the junction. Just silence, security guards, and weeds growing tall. How can a city with one of the most desperate housing crises in West Africa also be a graveyard of empty luxury homes? Welcome to the paradox of Accra real estate, where concrete castles stand tall, but nobody's home. Accra needs housing, not haunted palaces. The contradiction is painful. Ordinary Ghanaians are fighting over single rooms in compound houses, rents double overnight, and families share toilets with strangers. Yet at the same time, developers keep building multi-million-dollar villas that no one actually lives in. There is demand for housing, yes, but not at these insane prices. It's like offering champagne in a city where people are thirsty for water. The result? Homes remain vacant, but developers still build them, laughing all the way to the bank, while Accra's middle class remains trapped in housing purgatory. The Diaspora's concrete daydream. One major culprit is the Diaspora. Ghanaians abroad love to flex by building a mansion in Accra, even if they won't return for 30 years. Many buy houses just to brag at funerals or post on WhatsApp groups, "See my 5-bedroom with a pool." The reality? They live in London flats or New York apartments, while their Accra mansions rot quietly in the sun. For them, the house isn't a home, it's a symbol, an inheritance, a shrine to future plans that may never happen. And so the city fills with ghost mansions for absent landlords. Elites playing Monopoly with land. Then we have Ghana's elite, politicians, business tycoons, and their cousins with government contracts. For them, real estate is just land banking. They buy houses not to live in, but to store money. It's the Ghanaian version of a Swiss bank account. Put your stolen cash into concrete and let it sit. Inflation can't touch it. The poor can't touch it. Even the law can't touch it. That's why whole estates look like they were built for ghosts, because in reality they were built to hide wealth, not house people. Foreign money, local silence. Accra has also become a safe haven for foreign wealth, especially from Nigeria, Congo, and increasingly China. For the super rich escaping political chaos in their home countries, parking money in a luxury Accra mansion feels like a good insurance policy. They don't live in these houses, and they probably never will. To them, Ghana is just a vault, a quiet corner of Africa where they can stash millions in concrete. Meanwhile, Ghanaians earning in cedis can't even dream of touching these properties, let alone stepping inside without being chased by security dogs. When $300 salaries meet $500,000 homes. Let's talk numbers. The average Ghanaian worker earns maybe $300 to $500 a month. Yet luxury homes in cantonments, Airport Hills, and East Legon cost between $200,000 and $1 million. That's like offering a beggar caviar when what he needs is kenki. Even doctors and engineers can't afford these homes. The affordability gap is a cruel joke. Luxury developers are building for a market that barely exists locally. So the houses stay empty, while the masses keep fighting landlords over tiny, overpriced rooms in crumbling buildings. It's housing apartheid, Accra style. Developers love mansions, hate humanity. Why do developers keep doing this? Simple, greed. Building one $500,000 villa brings in faster profit than building 50 $10,000 units. And since diaspora and foreign buyers will pay cash, developers don't even bother with affordable housing. They're not in it for the people, they're in it for the quick money. So instead of solving Accra's housing crisis, developers are actually deepening it, turning the city into a playground of mansions for mosquitoes. It's development without soul, concrete without conscience. The rental trap, too expensive to live in. Even renting these so-called dream homes is a nightmare. Landlords demand $3,000 to $5,000 per month, cash up front, 2 years advance, take it or leave it. Who can pay that? Not Ghanaian civil servants, not entrepreneurs hustling in Makola, not even most expatriates. So the houses stay vacant, locked up like display furniture. Owners think they're protecting their investment, but all they're doing is feeding termites and dust. The Ghanaian rental market is already broken, but luxury rentals are broken beyond repair. Power cuts in paradise. Here's the kicker. Even if you move into one of these mansions, you'll quickly realize the luxury is a mirage. The lights go off, the water stops flowing, the estate roads develop potholes after 2 rainy seasons. You'll still need a borehole, a generator, and a guard to keep out thieves. Welcome to luxury living in Accra. Beautiful on the brochure, frustrating in reality. A $1 million home can still smell like dumb sore and septic tanks. That's why some owners don't bother living in them. They're just expensive headaches in disguise. Ghost towns are not safe. Empty estates also come with security problems. When whole neighborhoods are unoccupied, they turn into ghost towns. Security guards get lazy, thieves get bold, and the silence attracts squatters. No kids playing, no chop bar at the corner, no community spirit, just dead silence and paranoia. Ironically, the very thing these homes were supposed to offer, safety, gets undermined by their emptiness. Nobody wants to be the only human in a deserted estate at night, surrounded by shadows and barking dogs. Luxury quickly turns into loneliness. New ideas, from ghost houses to shared homes. But not all hope is lost. Some thinkers are pushing for co-living spaces, Airbnb-style rentals, or fractional ownership that could open up these empty mansions for actual use. Imagine 10 professionals pooling resources to rent a home nobody else wants, or turning a gated ghost town into a thriving short-stay hub. These solutions are small, but at least they inject life into otherwise lifeless concrete. Accra needs creative housing models, not just copy-paste Dubai fantasies. If we can't buy the whole goat, maybe we can all share the soup. Will government ever intervene? The big question. Will the government step in? Some countries tax empty homes to discourage speculation. Ghana could do the same. But will our leaders tax the very mansions they secretly own? Don't hold your breath. Instead, we get endless promises of affordable housing projects that never materialize. If policies don't change, Accra will keep growing 2 cities. One of slums and suffering, and one of ghost mansions for the rich and absent. And we all know which city the politicians belong to. Accra's future, homes or mausoleums? Accra stands at a crossroads. If nothing changes, we'll keep building glittering mausoleums while ordinary people rot in overcrowded slums. But if we shift focus towards mid-market housing, smarter rentals, and real affordability, then maybe, just maybe, Accra can avoid becoming a parody of itself. For now, the empty mansions remain symbols of vanity, greed, and misplaced priorities. They're beautiful prisons for wealth, but useless for the people who actually need a roof over their heads. Until then, Accra's luxury homes will remain what they are, concrete castles for ghosts.
This video is brought to you by AccraGhana.com, a website and project dedicated to the vibrant capital city of Ghana, Greater Accra, located on the west coast of Africa at the Gulf of Guinea.